Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living weekly live broadcast today. Oh, wow. I mean, whether it is your neighbor is dog sitting and your cats are freaking out, or you've been consuming too much news, or whatever is happening in your world that is, shall we say, putting your nervous system on edge too much. Like it's a lot of intentional chaos being thrown into the environment right now. And it's hard not to get caught up in that. It's hard, no matter what's going on in your life, not to get caught up. And it seems to cause a lot of things to spiral. What we don't want is for our nervous systems to spiral and for our bodies to suffer with poor health. So today is about self-care. It is about taking a sacred pause and having a time to rest, settle the nervous system, and rejuvenate the life force. So that is what we're going to do today. We're going to start with some breaths, and of course with our pure divine light and unconditional love and eternal compassion to wrap ourselves up in that and fill ourselves with that. And then we're going to go step by step through the body to really nourish the parts of ourselves that need support in these times especially. So let's go ahead and come into our circle. Let's come into our circle sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. And let's just imagine as you face the center of the circle, face your heart space and your head and your face and your throat and your body, including your hips, facing everything into the center of our circle. And just feel that funnel of energy from the front of your heart space as it extends to the center and meets with all of the hearts there in the center of our circle. All of our hearts meet together as one. The name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. Together we call on our source. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light. Just imagine this pure divine light streaming into the center of our circle. And imagine this light infusing into your heart. And imagine it traveling in through your heart center and into your body. And just illuminating for you what is present within you. And let's take a moment before we really dive deep into how this light is present in our bodies, and just allow it right now to illuminate what is. And let's take what's called a baseline. So just kind of bring your focus and your attention into your body and notice what is. Notice what you notice first. And then notice where your breath goes. Notice how deep your breath goes. Notice where you feel tension, constriction. Notice where you might feel particularly open. And just kind of scanning your own body, noticing what you notice, and notice how things shift as you bring your attention to them. And now just notice, are there any parts that you didn't notice, that your attention did not go? Maybe just observe, check in. Okay, and that is just for you to get a baseline of where you're beginning from, and maybe make some notes about places in your body that might want some special attention during this meditation. And now again to that pure divine light. Is that streaming in through your heart center? Just imagine it is going into your light body, like through your heart and meeting your core. And imagine this light filling your core from the top of your head through your pelvic floor. And notice how that light flows into your body, how it moves through your body. Again, just observing and noticing. And let's focus on that light as it moves through the top of your crown, the top of your head, and as it moves through the top of your head, and it goes through the center of your body, halfway front to back, halfway side to side, and point your crown straight up as if there's a crown on the top of your head, and that crown is catching that light, and the crown is sitting at the center, not in the front. A lot of times, we'll like lift the head up and open, like more of the third eye is pointing up. But see if you can point the crown up so your head is actually facing forward, your eyes and nose and mouth actually still facing forward into the center of the circle. And your energy is like contained within your sphere, right? And it's entering in through the center, the top of your head, like the axis of the earth. As we were doing the elements, we were doing the meditations with the elements. We were talking about be the earth and your being and your field, your energy body being like a sphere and an axis coming through the center of your earth, going through the top of your head and along the vertical core of your body, halfway front to back, halfway side to side, and going all the way to the bottom of your sphere. Just like our earth orbits on its axis, rotates on its axis. Be the earth and feel the axis that runs through the center of your being. That is the center of your energy body, of your toroidal field. And imagine this light coming in through that axis, through the top of your head, and through your head space. It comes in through your pineal gland. And just let this light hang out in that pineal gland space for a little bit. And breathe into that space. Let that space open. Open in a very intentional way, right? Open in a way that is whatever is for you. Like this space can be cleansed and purified and illuminated so that whatever is for you comes in for you in a way that your body and your system can receive and process, that will awaken you to broader perspectives, illuminate for you the higher truths, the higher lights, in a way that your system and your body and your mind and your heart are ready to receive and process and assimilate. And now let's Follow this light as it travels down through the center of your body, through the center of your throat space. And as this light moves through your throat space, let it hang out there for a minute too. Cleansing and purifying and illuminating for you. Excuse me. Your throat center is about how you show up in the world and how you're perceived, how you express yourself, how you express this higher knowledge, higher insights, how you express your heart, how you express your creativity from your sacral center. So let's see if this light wants to cleanse and purify and clean up some of this blocks and barriers from your throat center, so that what shows up when you show up is the pure beauty of you, your light, your vibrance, your creativity, your essence, your humor, your beauty, your strength, your certainty, your confidence, your sincerity, your compassion, your generosity, your love, whatever wants to be the face of you as you show up in the world. The authentic you, the truth of you. And just let that light illuminate this space, cleanse and purify, cleanse and purify the blocks and barriers, clean up the electrical circuitry, shine the light on the truths of your authentic self, and give that the space and the comfort to show up as you are. And now we follow that light through the top of the head, through the center of the head space, through the center of the throat space, and into the center of the heart space. And just imagine that light coming down through your vertical core and landing in your heart center, right in the center of your body, halfway front to back and halfway side to side. And in this moment, it's okay if you've got some shielding on the front of your heart space, some protective barriers. Let this light come in through the center, through the top, and land into your heart center. And let it just hang out there for a minute. The heart is the center of your deepest wisdom. With the breath of life that breathes you, with the inspiration that is inspired into your body to motivate and guide you. And let this light cleanse and purify this space. Let this light cleanse and purify. Clean up the electrical circuitry. you feel things wanting to release there, you can use your breath to inhale to scoop up the things that are ready to release, and exhale and blow them out, release them from your body. And let your heart center let that deep wisdom of your heart that is your guide let it be the central focal light in your body that guides you and directs you and informs you and also tells you what is true and what is real. There's a lot of illusion in the world. Sometimes it's hard to know what is truth and what is not. This inner light of wisdom in your heart center can be your guiding light. It'll be the mirror that you hold things up to when you're wondering, is this true? Is this real? Hold it up to this mirror of the wisdom in your heart and let that tell you what is true and what is real. And again, let's follow this light down through the top of the head, through the head center, through the throat center, through the heart center, and into the solar plexus space, the upper diaphragm or the mid diaphragm, I guess you call that, below between your rib cage and your abdominal cavity, that space right in the middle. And again, halfway front to back and halfway side to side. In this solar plexus space, you have a bundle of nerves that come through that diaphragm, innervate your organs in your abdominal cavity. And this is an area that can get really tight, right? This is about our personal power. And a lot of times that personal power goes on the defensive. So just notice if this personal power is this light sits right in the center of that solar plexus space, halfway front to back, halfway side to side. Just notice if there's a part of you that is bracing for defense. Defending your rights, defending your personal power, defending your autonomy. Defending your defense of yourself. Or perhaps protecting. And just notice and let this light hang out there and illuminate. Breathe into this space. You can just inhale into that solar plexus space and let it expand. And really let the light move into there to cleanse and purify, to release the blocks and barriers. To release the tension. Open up that space for greater ease and flow. And see if there's a part of that defense that is ready to release. And just give some movement into that area with your breath. Let it expand and open with your inhale and relax and settle with the exhale. Release and open with the inhale. Full and gentle inhale. And as you exhale, blowing out the tension and let this space settle. And let that light come down through your center, really flooding into that space, cleansing and purifying all of the defensiveness, especially the old defensiveness that you might not really need anymore, because perhaps those threats are not present for you in the moment. Place of great settling here. Just let yourself settle in to your body. And in a place of settling, releasing the barriers, releasing the defensiveness, just notice how your personal power wants to move and flow with the rest of your body. Like as if there's, maybe this is just me, but sometimes there's like a fist right there in the middle of that solar plexus where everything gets knotted up and stuck. And see if that fist wants to open and be like the open hand. And then how might your power, the energy of your personal power, want to flow and interface with the rest of the energy as it moves through your body, letting that personal power flow up to your heart center, mixing with the wisdom of your heart, that deep wisdom, letting it flow up to meet with your heart, your throat center, how you show up and present and express yourself, letting it meet up with this head center, like that antenna for that higher lights to illuminate and awaken you to higher truths. How does your personal power want to receive from that? And just let the energy flow between along your vertical cord, between all of your chakras. And we're not finished. All the way up and then all the way back down to your solar plexus space. Because everything affects everything else. All of our energy centers are here to take in information, and it's like each perceives through a slightly different lens, and it brings the information into the vertical core where it can be assimilated into the body to be used to like complete a picture for you, not to fragment it. To let it complete a picture for you. And again, let's follow that light now through your head center, through the center of your head, through the center of your throat, through the center of your heart, that deep wisdom, and through the center of your solar plexus, and into the center of your sacral center, this wellspring of life force energy. If you imagine it's a couple inches beneath your belly button, halfway front to back, halfway side to side. And just feel that stream of light now landing into this space. It's your center of creativity, your center of what's that regenerative life force energy. And let the light really fill this space. Let the light fill this. Cleansing, purifying, and illuminating the core truth of what is held here. Your seat of compassion, your regenerative life force energy. There's also your center of gravity, center of balance in your body. Interesting, it's the center of balance. This is the deep seat of the feminine womb space. And that feminine womb space is that portal bridge between the worlds, between spirit and form, and the bridge to commune with Source. That place that we can tap into to really hold this place of unity and connection with all that is in the midst of the many dichotomies and multiplicities and the conflictions, the conflicting messages, and all the things that pull you in many different directions. This womb space is that bridge between the worlds. Where we can rest in unity amidst all of the many multiplicities of the material realm. And let this light cleanse and purify this space. Just know as the light cleanses and purifies, you don't need to hold on to what was that, what was that, what did that mean, what did that mean. Just let it go, let it be cleansed, let it be purified, and let the truth of who and what you are be illuminated. Let it come to light, let it take up the space, let that have your attention and your focus. And again, feel that light as it moves up your vertical core, mixing with the light of illumination in the head center, with the expression in the throat center, with the deeper wisdom in the heart center, with the personal power in the solar plexus center, and with the creativity and regenerative life force energy in the sacral center. And follow that light as it moves into your pelvic floor, into your base. And just notice your base, your pelvic floor. You know, I think when we hit trauma, and at this point in the world, we've all been traumatized. And there's just lots of traumatic stuff that's re-traumatizing on a daily basis. And a lot of times that solar plexus will like twist up like that fist. And when it does, it like sucks in the pelvic floor, sucks your energy in through the pelvic floor, and it's hard to stay grounded. So just notice if that's the case for you. And again, as you breathe into that solar plexus center and let that expand and release, let this energy from your pelvic floor drop down. As that solar plexus unwinds, your energy can drop down into your pelvic floor. And just notice, sometimes it helps if you're sitting up and your pelvic floor can make contact with the chair beneath you. So you feel that connection and that solid connection and that safety of the chair beneath you. And just, if you can feel that contact, safe and steady contact, And let this light cleanse and purify, taking out the fear and feeling the stability and the safety. And feel that energy as it moves through and connects with the earth, like the axis of your personal earth, connecting with the axis of the earth, the Mother Earth that we live on and in. And just feel that stability and the wisdom of the earth. Imagine yourself in your favorite place on the earth, whether it's the mountains or the oceans or the river, the plains, whatever is like your favorite place to sit that connects you with the earth. You have a favorite place, or imagine what that might be, and feel your pelvic floor connecting in with that space and moving through, connecting in with the earth. And feel that stability of the earth supporting your whole body, supporting your pelvic floor. And again, take some full belly breaths, like let your full belly space expand as you inhale. And as you exhale, let all of that release and drop down. Really feel yourself in your hips and in your pelvic floor. Feel the full weight of yourself landing into your chair. Like really putting your full weight into your pelvic floor. Feel yourself held by the chair beneath you, the floor beneath you, the earth beneath you. Let yourself land. Let this light moving all the way through from the heavens, through the axis of your earth, and into the Mother Earth. And again, feel the flow of your energy and the communications between your energy centers, aka your chakras, and feel that as it moves and travels along your vertical core. It moves and travels along your vertical core. Communicating between all of your centers and creating one complete picture. Imagine like the light comes through, and you know how when the light hits a prism and then it divides into all the different colors and all the different color bands. It's like the light comes into you and it hits that prism, and then it divides into all of those colors, all that spectrum, right? So be in the place where the light hits the prism at your very center of your body, in your vertical core, and know that all of this information is like giving you, it's like broken into different frequencies, giving you information along all those frequency bands, and all of that light travels back into that center where the light hits the jewel. And where is the jewel but the center of your heart? So let's call on that divine power of unconditional love. Together, we call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of unconditional love and just feel this gentle waterfall of unconditional love gently raining over your entire being. And let your entire being soak in this unconditional love into every pore of your skin and all the way into the core of your body. You can breathe it in through your heart center, breathe it in through any and all of your centers, and letting it flow into the center of your heart. Let it flow into the center of your heart, and let your heart space experience love, to be loved, to receive love, to feel love, to know love, unconditional love. And as that moves through your heart, let it fill the whole core of your body, merging with the pure divine light along your vertical core and filling the whole physical core of your body, filling that whole space, saturating every cell of every tissue, of every fluid, of every organ, of every bone, filling all of it and saturating all of it with unconditional love. And let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your eternal compassion. Just imagine this compassion. The eternal compassion is the compassion that exists beyond our time-space realm, that holds the whole creation in a womb of security, of safety, of connection, of continuity. And just feel yourself held in this protective womb of compassion, completely held and surrounded in compassion, filled with unconditional love and pure divine light. The whole of your body filled, embraced, held in love, acceptance, compassion, understanding, protection, and let your entire being rest into that womb of compassion. And take a minute and just breathe into that. And repeat after me. I am light. I am light. I am light. And a big breath. I am love. I am love. I am love. And a big breath. And as you exhale, I am safe. And let yourself drop into your body. Settle into your body. I am safe. Settle into your body. I am safe. And now take a big inhale. And as you do, just call to all the parts of yourself and draw them all the way into your vertical core. And as you exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl. Sit into your pelvic floor. Feel your center of gravity anchored into your sacral center, that center of your pelvic bowl. Give a slight engagement of your abdominal muscles and feel your center of gravity anchored into the center of your pelvic bowl, and lean into your spine. Let yourself really be merged. All of the parts of yourself merge with this vertical core, this light, where the light hits the jewel that shines forth the prism. And lean into that space, merge with that space. You be it and it be you. Let the vibrations mix. All the parts of yourself come to join you there. And lean into the back of your heart center. And let your breath go all the way into the back of your heart. As you inhale in through your chest space, lean all the way into the back of your heart, like you're leaning into your spine, feeling your back body, and let your heart, your breath come all the way through your heart center. You're really deep into your body, landed into your pelvic floor. Feel your center of gravity in your sacral center, leaning into your spine. Feel yourself held in this womb of compassion and this light as it moves into the back of your heart space, and you're breathing into the back of your heart, breathing into the back of your heart. And let that, the breath that breathes you, let yourself breathe with the breath that breathes you through your heart center, that inspires you, that fills you with wisdom and guidance. Just let yourself breathe with that space and be held. Be held. Just let that breath breathe you. Let yourself breathe in rhythm and synchronicity with that breath that breathes you, and be held in the compassion. Be fully connected in your body. Know that the breath is breathing you. Your spirit and your life force fills your body. And let it fully, let the spirit really come in and completely inhabit your body. Every cell, every energy center, from your pelvic floor, your sacral center, your solar plexus center, your heart center, your throat center, your third eye center, and your crown. Just feel that, that spirit as it's the inspiration of source that breathes you. Feel that coming in through your back body and filling your core, revitalizing your spirit body, your life force, rejuvenating your cellular energy. And breathe with that. And feel your presence get stronger in your physical body. Feel yourself really getting present and showing up as your full, integrated spirit body in form, in physical form, in material form. You're really landing in, really being present. bringing all parts of you together as one integrated experience in physical body on planet Earth. With full rejuvenation, full revitalization, full presence, full wisdom, full guidance, full purpose, full inspiration, moving up into the headspace, full illumination. And again, letting the information from each one of these centers travel along your vertical cord. And this isn't something to control or try to make it work a certain way. Just allow the wisdom of all of these centers and all of the information from all of your centers to mix along that vertical cord, bringing all of the information centers, the information from your information centers together to make one picture that the jewel, the wisdom of the center of your heart can process. And that can be your mirror for guidance, a mirror for truth, bringing through the wisdom. And if there's a question that you have about what is true in the world, what is true for you, something that you're here to know and understand better, just hold it up to the mirror at the center of your heart space, deep inside your body. And see if your heart wants to give you guidance on what is true or what is right for you. We're presented with many options in the world, and when the contrasts get starker and sometimes even more confusing, it's an opportunity for us to realize inside of ourselves where we stand, what we stand for, and what we believe in, and to make a choice, make a decision. Or just see what wants to come through there. Maybe decision point time, and it may not be. It may still be information gathering time, maybe yet to unfold. Might not even have a question at this point, and that's okay too. Just let it do what it does in its own wisdom, and let yourself be a very present, centered, grounded, revitalized and rejuvenated, wise being of wisdom and light. Be and it is, be and it is, be and it is. Okay, so let's take a moment for gratitude. And again, let's repeat this. If you want to give yourself, cross your arms and give yourself a hug and a squeeze your shoulders or in your arms, and create like a personal hug for yourself, whether your hands are crossed, your arms are crossed and your hands are on your shoulders or on your arms or under your arms and your armpits. and just give yourself a hug in this place, in this space, and say to yourself, I am light. You can say it out loud. I am light. I am love. I am safe. I am home. And you can use your hands and squeeze down your body, down your torso, down your hips, down your legs, and all the way to your feet. I am light. I am love. I am safe. I am home. Big breath in, all the way in, breathing into your core, all the parts of yourself into your core. Exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl. Anchor into your center of gravity. At the center of your pelvic bowl and your sacral center, lean into your spine. Let the breath that breathes you breathe through you, polishing the mirror of wisdom in your heart. And just feel your energy as it moves up your spine, connecting through all of your centers, your illumination and awakening, through your expression, the wisdom of the heart, the personal power of the solar plexus, that creative, regenerative life force energy of your sacral center, and the grounding and safety of your pelvic floor, connected in with the earth and supported by the earth. Be and it is, be and you are. All right, you can wiggle your toes and stretch your feet, circle your ankles, same with your hands. Wiggle your fingers, stretch out your hands, circle your wrists, stretch out your arms, circle your shoulders, feel your spine and your hips move, and your neck and your head. And all right, I'll bring this part to a close and we'll open for our Q&A discussion time. If you're listening to the recording, you're invited to join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. You can find information for joining us live at communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com. While you're there, sign up to receive the reminders and replays. When you do, you receive 2 free gifts. One is a one-sheet download, 10 spiritual principles of our human existence, why we're here, what this earth journey is about, what our purpose is, and all of those wonderful things that we question on a regular basis help us to keep things in perspective. And the other is a 15-minute downloadable guided meditation that is help you connect with the pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion that is the core of your being. All right, and with that, I thank you very much for being here. See you next week if you're listening to the recording. And for those of you who are still here, stay on for Q&A.